My name is Samir. I work at a train station. Every day, I wake up early in the morning and get ready for work. I wear my uniform, pack my lunch, and leave the house before sunrise. The sky is still dark, and the roads are quiet. I walk to the train station. It is not far from my house. The air is cool, and I like the peaceful morning walk. When I reach the station, I see a few people already waiting for the first train. Some are sitting on benches, and some are standing with their bags. Everyone looks sleepy, just like me. I greet the security guard at the gate. Good morning, Rafiq bhai. I say. Good morning, Sahir. He replies with a smile. It will be a busy day today. He is right. It is Monday. Mondays are always busy. Many people travel on Monday to go to work, college, or back to the city after a weekend at home. I go inside the main office. I switch on the lights and fans. I check the schedule board. The first train is coming at 6 a.m. It is the local train to Karachi. After that, there will be trains every hour. I sit at my desk and open my register. I have to check the list of arriving and departing trains. I also write down any important notes from the Railway Control Center. At 5:45 a.m., I make an announcement using the microphone. Attention, please. The 6 a.m. local train to Karachi will arrive shortly on platform 2. Please stay behind the yellow line. I can see people starting to move. Some go to the ticket counter. Some hurry to the platform. Mothers hold their children's hands. Old men walk slowly with canes. Young students check their phones while waiting. The station begins to fill with noise. People talk. Children cry. Vendors shout about tea and snacks. The smell of chai and fresh samosas comes from the small food stall. The station, which was quiet an hour ago, is now full of life. The train whistle blows in the distance. Everyone looks in that direction. The train is coming. As the train arrives, people move closer. Some wave at their friends inside the train. Some hold up bags and try to find space to board. I get up and go to the platform. I help an old lady carry her bag into the coach. A child drops her water bottle, and I pick it up for her. A man asks, "Is this the right train to Karachi?" "Yes, sir." "Coach B5, I tell him. The train stays for 5 minutes and then leaves again. People wave goodbye. Some people smile, and some look sad as they leave someone behind. It is only 6:10 a.m., but my day has already started. And I know, this is just the beginning. After the train to Lahore left, the platform became quiet again. I sat on a wooden bench to rest for a few minutes. I drank some water from my bottle. My feet were already tired, but I knew many more trains were coming. Just then, I heard a worried voice behind me. "Excuse me, a woman shouted. She looked upset and was breathing fast. I stood up quickly and asked, "What happened, madam?" "I think I lost my bag," she said. "I was sitting near the tea stall. I put my bag down and now it's gone." "Okay, don't worry," I said. "Let's go and check the place where you were sitting." She followed me to the bench near the tea stall. But the bag was not there. I looked around. A few people were sitting nearby, drinking tea and talking. I asked the tea stall owner, "Did you see a bag here?" He nodded and said, "Yes, there was a black bag." A man picked it up and walked away quickly. I thought it was his. The woman's face turned pale. "Oh no! My ticket, my phone, my money, all were in that bag." I felt bad. Come with me to the station office, I said. We will report this. We went to my office. I gave her a chair and a glass of water. She was still shaking. I took out a form and wrote down the details: her name, time of the incident, location, and a description of the bag. Then I called the station police officer. His name was Imran. He came to the office and asked a few questions. Don't worry, madam, Imran said. We have CCTV cameras. We will check the video. He went to the control room to check the camera footage. After some time, he came back. We saw the man clearly. He said, we will try to catch him. He is not a regular traveler. Maybe he is a thief. The woman looked a little more relaxed now. She thanked both of us. I asked her, where do you want to go? To Faisalabad, she replied. I checked the schedule. The next train to Faisalabad is in 1 hour. I will get you a new ticket. I went to the counter and bought a replacement ticket with my own money. When I gave it to her, she looked surprised. Thank you so much, she said. I will pay you back. I smiled. It's okay, madam. I'm just doing my duty. She sat in the waiting area. When her train arrived, I walked with her to the platform. I helped her board the train and find a seat. She waved goodbye with a grateful smile. As the train left, I walked back slowly. I felt tired, but I also felt happy. Helping someone made my work feel meaningful. The day was getting busier. More people were arriving. I took a deep breath and got ready for the next task. There was still a long day ahead. Around 9:30 a.m., the platform started to get crowded again. A slow passenger train was expected to arrive soon. This train stopped at many small stations and carried people who were going to nearby towns and villages. These trains were usually full of local workers, students, and elderly people. I stood near platform 3 with my ticket book, ready to check tickets. People were moving in all directions. Some had big suitcases, others small bags. A group of women in colorful dresses stood together and talked loudly. A boy with headphones on didn't hear me when I asked for his ticket. As I moved along the platform, I saw an old man standing alone near a pillar. He looked confused. He wore a white shalwar kameez and held a walking stick. His hand shook a little. He had a small cloth bag in one hand and a paper ticket in the other. I walked over to him. Assalamu alaikum, Babaji. Can I help you? He looked at me slowly and said, Walaikum, Beta. I don't know where to go. My son gave me this ticket, but I don't know which train to take. May I see your ticket? I asked politely. He handed it to me. It was for the 10 a.m. train to Kasur. I checked the platform number. It was platform 5. Don't worry, Babaji, I said. Your train will come on platform 5. Let me take you there. He smiled with relief. Thank you, son. I cannot walk very fast. I held his arm gently and guided him through the crowd. We walked slowly, one step at a time. People moved aside to let us pass. The old man talked to me as we walked. My son works in the city. He sent me a ticket to visit my daughter. I haven't seen her in a long time. That's very nice, Babaji, I said. Family is important. When we reached platform 5, I helped him sit on a bench. Wait here, I told him. The train will come in 15 minutes. I will help you board it. He nodded and gave me a kind smile. I offered him a bottle of water from my bag. He thanked me again and again. When the train arrived, I returned and helped him get on board. I found his seat near the door, so it would be easier for him. As he sat down, he looked up and said, "You are a good man. May Allah bless you." I felt a deep sense of happiness in my heart. Sometimes, a few kind words mean a lot. Helping people like him made my job feel more than just work. As the train pulled away, I waved at him. He waved back with a big smile. I turned around and walked back to the platform, ready to help the next person in need. At around 11 a.m., I heard a loud noise at the entrance of the station. It was the sound of many young voices, laughing and talking. I looked and saw a big group of school children walking in. They were wearing blue and white school uniforms. Some children wore ties. Others had school badges on their shirts. They were holding small water bottles and lunch boxes. With them was a teacher. She looked a bit worried but was trying to keep all the children in one place. "Please stay in line," she said. "Do not run. Stay close to your group." I walked over to help. "Good morning, madam," I said with a smile. "Can I help you?" She looked at me and said, "Good morning. We are a school from a village nearby. We are taking these children to the city museum. It's their first time on a train. How many children do you have?" I asked. 25, she said. "And 2 teachers." "That's a big group," I said. "Please come this way. You can sit in the waiting area." I guided them to the waiting area near platform 4. The children were very excited. Some asked me questions. "Uncle, how fast is the train? Is the train bigger than a bus? Do trains have seat belts?" I laughed and answered their questions. Trains are big and long. They don't have seat belts like buses, but you must sit safely and not stand near the doors. The teacher smiled. "Thank you for helping, sir." Some of these children have never left the village before. I could see the excitement on their faces. They looked at everything: the station, the loudspeaker, the ticket counters, and even the pigeons on the roof. A few children started to run around. I stopped them gently. "No running, please. Trains are coming and going. We must be careful." When the train arrived, I helped guide them to the coach. The teacher had a list of names and tickets. I helped her count the children as they got on. One little girl was scared to step onto the train. "I'm afraid," she said. "Don't worry," I said kindly. "Hold my hand. I'll help you." She held my hand and smiled as she stepped up. Her friends clapped for her. Once all the children were on board, I wished them a good trip. "Have fun at the museum," I said. "Thank you, uncle," they all shouted together. The train left slowly. The children waved at me from the windows. I waved back. After they were gone, I sat down for a moment. My heart felt warm. It was a special moment. Helping the children reminded me why I loved working at the train station. Every day brought something new. And today, it brought 25 small smiles that made my day better. After lunchtime, the sky began to change. The sun was gone, and dark clouds covered the sky. A cool wind started to blow. People looked up and said, "It might rain soon." By 2:30 p.m., the first drops of rain began to fall. At first, it was just a light drizzle. But very quickly, the rain became heavy. The sound of rain hitting the station roof was loud. Water started to run across the platforms. Passengers opened umbrellas. Some people used plastic bags to cover their heads. Others ran to find shelter under the covered waiting areas. Small puddles formed near the train tracks. Children jumped over them and laughed. But many older people were not happy. The floor became wet and slippery. I walked carefully and warned others. Please be careful. Don't run. The floor is wet. Soon, an announcement came from the loudspeaker. Attention please, train number 223 is delayed due to rain. New expected arrival time is 4:15 p.m. People waiting for that train looked upset. Some sat down on the benches. Others stood and looked at their watches again and again. I walked around the platform, talking to the passengers. I tried to calm them down. Don't worry, I said to a man with 2 children. The train is only late by an hour. It will come. He smiled and said, Thank you. My kids are tired, but we will wait. In one corner, I saw an old woman sitting on the floor. She looked cold and uncomfortable. I quickly went to her and said, Auntie, come. Let me get you a chair. I helped her stand up and guided her to a dry place under the roof. Then I brought her a hot cup of tea from the tea stall. She smiled with kind eyes and said, Thank you, Beta. May God bless you. Please rest here until your train comes, I said. All around the station, people were waiting patiently. Some read newspapers. Some talked to their family. Others looked out at the falling rain. The tea stalls did good business that afternoon. Many people bought tea and snacks like samosas and biscuits. The smell of hot food mixed with the sound of rain made the station feel warm, even in the bad weather. I stood under the roof and looked at the sky. The rain was strong, but it also felt peaceful. The station was busy but calm. I checked my watch. More trains were coming soon. I wiped my wet shoes, picked up my ticket book, and got ready to help again. Even with the rain, my day was not slowing down. It was just another part of life at the station.